As a repairman, I need to store my tools and keep them from falling out of the pockets. When these pockets were brand new, they worked really well. And obviously, I could just buy new pockets to prevent the tools from falling out like that, all over the place in the toolbox. But what I've done instead is I've made my own pockets using vinyl tile, which is fairly cheap at surplus stores. So in this case, this tile was $1 each. What I like about it, it's got the polyurethane backing on it, so it's like kind of rubberized, and this helps hold tools in my tool case. So here it is. So this is my tool case. I can take out any tool I need, and it does that click, and it's held in place, so will not fall out. The rubberized foam helps hold the tool in place. Each pocket is custom cut by the CNC to the exact size that's needed to hold it. So it's sturdy. I've aligned everything so there's no collisions when we're moving tools. For the sockets, what I came up with is a rubberized hose that holds the sockets to size. For larger things, I snip the hose on the edges to hold on. It works fairly well on these. Then when I'm done, I pop it back in, and it holds in place. The secret behind this is just having the width of the diameter of the tool circle in its thinnest part on the screwdriver. Make that just a little bit bigger than that, and then from the edge of the circle, draw a same size circle in the cut. When done using all the tools, it's just a matter of putting everything away and closing the lid. And the tools will be in place without falling out. Plug in your Sienci USB cable. Click Connect. Click Reset 0. Mark the center point on your workpiece. Place the stock workpiece into the CNC machine. Center it approximately to your point. Clamp down the stock workpiece. adjust the starting position to match the mark you made earlier. Run the job with the cutting tool above the workpiece to ensure everything fits and that none of the clamps collide with the mill. This is done by increasing the Z. And then resetting the 0. Then we run the job. Here is the drilling operation. Here we verify that the work envelope is correct and that enough material exists during the dry run. Once satisfied with the work envelope that the tool does not crash, it's okay to stop the job. Then return to 0. The CNC reaches the 0 starting position. We can check the Z height. So we put a paper underneath the end mill. We reduce the Z. We switch to millimeters, and we keep pushing the Z until the paper no longer moves. Once we have that, we reset the 0. The CNC job can now be started. Switch off the spindle and wait several minutes for the dust to settle. Once the job is done, ensure that the tool is above the workpiece. We can safely remove our finished piece. There is our finished piece. Sometimes the depth of the cut is above the thickness of the piece, so it is necessary to cut around the part. Additional cleanup is done to remove all the dust from the edges. Verify the tools fit in the pockets as required and file down where necessary. It's important that the tool does not stick out beyond the piece. Drill the pilot holes inside the piece in middle areas. Pay careful attention to hold the drill straight as not to exit out the sides. The holes are now drilled. Do a rough fit with all the other tools and all the other shelves to make sure all the shelves fit correctly and don't interfere with each other. Eyeball the placement. I'm just looking to make sure that everything is looks level. It may be necessary to clamp it down. Then once that's done, clamp down the piece and drill the holes.